Every kid's got something that's innately inside them. E.O. Wilson called it biophilia, a love of nature.
You know, we started thinking about a garden about 3 years ago. I said, you know, we've got some space here that's not very aesthetically nice looking, so let's move ahead. Let's do our own garden. When we developed our vision for the outdoor classroom, Jones Valley came to us and say, hey, we like this idea. And so as we built the garden, summer before last, they came and said, we've got a great idea, and it's called Good School Food. And we love the idea of good school food. We love the components, the family table, the farmer's market. The reluctance was, how are we going to raise that much money? But we had to establish a can-do attitude. And yes, Glen Iris can do it.
Glen Iris was already a step ahead because of Dr. Wilson pushing for the outdoor classroom. Got on the roof to raise money, and the teachers were in full support.
The outdoor classroom, the whole experience of it, it's like science. I mean, it's social studies, it's math, it's measurement. You know, you're measuring, charting growth, and it also makes it real. I mean, you're connecting to the earth. I think there's a lack of that.
Kids need to wrap not just their minds around what they're doing, but their hands and their eyes and their ears. They need to see, hear, touch, do, feel. And the outdoor classroom allows that. It allows them across the content areas to go out and to think critically about different topics through the things that we've grown in the garden.
When the students actually sell the things they grow in the garden, you know, they get to see how the whole machine works, from growing it to selling it to the consumers, the producers. You know, it's really hands-on. For some of them, it's their first time having a job.
When I first started farmers market, I wasn't so sure. I mean, I liked eating veggies, but not as much as I do now. But Stella actually showed me what vegetables can do for you, like stop your sickness, and some vegetables clean your blood, help you fight viruses. So actually, I've started eating vegetables a lot more.
We've developed a farm lab curriculum where all the students can come out to the garden and receive lessons that meet state Common Core standards. But that's great, but we're really trying to focus on project-based learning now, which could last a whole year or a month, where we're trying to get the kids to really be critical thinkers. And there's usually a driving question, like, why doesn't our cafeteria just serve healthy local food?
Most children just love to see nature. It brings you one with nature. I think we get a little detached from that in society nowadays. Everything's prepped and prepared and mass-produced. So yeah, I think it's a chance to get back to your natural side.
You know, you have soil, you have seeds, it rains, the seed grows. You know, those are facts. But what all kinds of things contribute to that? And we have to teach kids how to process information, how to begin to critically think about information, and then how to form opinions and be able to back up their opinions, whether right or wrong. We grew cotton this year, so it was huge when they really picked that cotton and saw how difficult it was to get the seeds. So fourth graders in Alabama history got to make that real connection with, first of all, the difficulty in picking it if you picked it by hand, and then the difficulty in separating the cotton from the seeds. So that makes instruction more rigorous and it gives it relevancy.
It's the right thing to be teaching them. If they've never gotten their hands dirty and never seen a worm, then they're missing out on part of life. Never seen a beautiful orb weave spider, then that part of themselves that's really curious hasn't been awakened yet. So it's really about getting them outside, and a byproduct of the garden, of course, is healthy eating, but it's more what tickles me the most, and I think what tickles them the most, is the awe, the wonder of nature.
While it will never leave Glen Iris, it's now working through the Woodlawn feeder pattern. So it's at Oliver Elementary School, and it will go on to Hayes. And the idea is that it keeps spreading. And what we started together as a partnership, Jones Valley Teaching Farm and Glen Iris Elementary School, with Good Food School, could possibly even spread over the whole state at some point.
I actually started at Oliver in July, and so I met with the Jones Valley Teaching Farm pretty early on. And so they talked to me about the idea of presenting the kids in the lower grades and actually building a farm lab out back pretty early in the school year, if nothing else, just to kind of talk about what we might do, what are some possible ideas for actually implementing the Good School Food program in our school. Well, the ultimate goal is obviously for our kids to be better eaters, healthier eaters. They consume a lot of junk food, even at home. We sell a lot of junk food in our cafeteria, but trying to help them make better choices about what they eat so that they are making healthy choices and are able to take those choices back home to their parents and hopefully, influence them to be healthier eaters as well.
There's a certain component of the whole education thing that we connect between children and parents. And one of the ways that we're able to do that is through Jones Valley and Southern Living as a partner. We actually take families to the Southern Living test kitchens, and they take normal food that our parents would buy, and together they prepare it healthier.
What's beautiful about it is they get one-on-one instruction from a chef at Southern Living. And last week was the first time I went, and I realized it was the thing that is missing from Glen Iris. There's a big disconnect between growing our food in our garden and they don't learn the fundamental skills on how to cook them.
You really have so much fun in the kitchen and just seeing the different utensils that are used and seeing the children interact, and they're just so excited and everything. And we actually look forward to Tuesdays so that we can have family kitchen. And I look forward really because on Wednesday I get to take my portion to work and smell up the office and share my recipes and everything. But once we got in there, the chef was very patient and understanding and made it very simple so that I could remember and my daughter could remember how to prepare it. So it was awesome. It was awesome.